Hello and happy Black Friday. In today's episode of On the Daily, I am really going to be talking all about monthly recurring revenue, or MRR. This is not master resale rights, as some people say MRR. This is the OG MRR, which is monthly recurring revenue. I'm going to be talking about what that looks like versus what I call FAAFO, or the fuck around and find out energy in business. The power of each of these energies is so different, and I don't rely on either one exclusively in business. So if you're currently scaling a business of any kind, and maybe you feel like you're constantly in a 0 to 100 space with nothing in between, or it's like you're all gas or all brakes, then this episode is definitely for you. So keep on listening. Hey friend, welcome to On the Daily. I'm your host, Danielle McCleary, and I am a quantum business coach. I'm the host of this podcast. I'm a multi-six-figure entrepreneur, co-founder and president of Hype You Media, and CEO of Danielle on the Daily Coaching. What I'm really interested in is helping you live a life and have a business that is a full body yes. So through all of my education and all of my experience, I'm bringing you 2 episodes a week where I will guide you and give you the tools necessary to scale a massive, sustainable, and sexy business using your intuition, wealth energetics, and human design. What we can call it is business biohacking. So if you're down for that, then I say let's frickin' go. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you had the best Thanksgiving ever if you celebrate it. And I hope you're spending time with family or spending time doing anything that brings your soul joy and puts you into a delicious space of gratitude, because gratitude is ultimately the highest frequency. And if you can put yourself in that space where you're currently at, then you're going to call in more of that energy, which is just going to bring you more love, more joy, more peace, more abundance, and more wealth. So speaking of wealth, we are still in our Black Friday sale here at On the Daily, and DanielleMcCleary.com/Black Friday will tell you all of the things that we currently have offered. But one of those things is an extended payment plan for my mastermind. My mastermind is called Scale to 6. There's a 6 or 12 month contract available. And normally you can either pay in full for that, which is $9,000 or $12,000, depending on if you do standard or VIP for 6 months, or 18 and 24 for a year. But right now we are offering an extended payment plan for Black Friday, and Black Friday sales end Monday. So Monday night they're gone. And what the extended payment plan of this will give you is, if you pay per month, normally you would pay $1,500 or $2,000, and that would be per month for 6 months or 12. So it's basically $1,500 or $2,000 a month for 6 months or 12 months. And that can sometimes feel like a lot for people. And so what we're doing is we're extending that. So you'd have a November and a December payment. So instead, let's say you decide to join for 6 months, instead of a 6-month payment plan, you would have an 8-month payment plan. You wouldn't start until January. So you'd be paying early. And then once January 1st hits, you'd be able to join the mastermind and start with us in the new year, but your monthly payments would be significantly lower. And if that is something that lights you up, and being in this mastermind is something that you've had your eyes on, but maybe price has been your one objection, we have just removed that for you. And there is no time like the present to jump into something that's going to grow you. It's going to grow your business. It's going to grow your leadership. It's going to grow your ability to work with others, to, give and take advice, to learn skills in your business that otherwise might take you a little bit longer. Basically, this is a space for people who are ready to just fast forward the fucking button on success and just make shit happen. And it should really be called Scale Through 6, because so many people are have their sights on things way bigger than 6 figures. Maybe when we say scale to 6, we mean 6 figures a month. That sounds better. But that extended payment plan is only good until Monday. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure you come DM me on Instagram and let me know, and we can see if it's a fit for you and get you rolling. All right, let's get into this episode. FAAFO. This is something I've coined. I should probably trademark this, but you can use it, but make sure you tag me. So FAAFO energy in business is fuck around and find out energy. And that energy is a very different energy than my income, my monthly recurring revenue. And so when a lot of people start their businesses, they start with this employee kind of programming of like, how many clients can I get? How many people can I serve at once? And then they realize like, oh my gosh, this is really not sustainable. I don't really actually want to be working with this many people face to face. And it's kind of watering me down. It's making me tired. It's not serving my clients in the best way. And so, then a lot of people will burn out. And then usually at that point is when you figure out like monthly recurring revenue and how to stack your cash. I learned this the hard way because I had built a very successful business that on paper was thriving. On the inside, I had so much anxiety. I was like so worried that the other shoe was going to fall that's all I thought about. So then the shoe did fall and I literally wanted to burn the business to the ground. And I remember I had everything that I wanted. And I like looked at my fiance and I was like, if this is what success is, I don't want it because I cannot sustain this. And that is when I was introduced to systems and strategies, including monthly recurring revenue. And so I changed kind of how I thought about my business. I want most of my business to be weighted in monthly recurring revenue through payment plans, let's say into my mastermind, or payment plans on my courses, or, my membership platform, the society, paying per month. I like my business being weighted in that because having at least $40,000 a month or more in monthly recurring revenue, regardless if you launch anything new, regardless if you show up on social media, regardless if, you do a masterclass, having that much is peace. It is the definition of calm in your body. And I like building my business around peace and freedom. And so the decisions I make in my business, the way that I think about my income has to follow suit or it's out of alignment and it's not consistent and it's not cohesive with one another. And so because peace and freedom and feeling calm in my central nervous system is such a priority for me, knowing that I have, $40,000 at least in monthly recurring revenue feels really good. And I've done that through stacking my cash. And I've stacked my cash through creating payment plans, creating offers, with creating a scalable product suite that people will move from one to the other, creating good funnels that funnel people from free to low to mid to high ticket offers and keeps money generating in business. And that is my income. Now, there is the fuck around and find out energy, the FAAFO energy, which then gets to be really, really fucking fun. And I love a good FAAFO energy. So for example, my Black Friday sale going on right now, this is my FAAFO energy. I don't need this to sustain my business. I don't need this Black Friday sale to go. I love doing Black Friday sales because I love giving people the opportunity to come back into my business or to join my business and come into my world and receive my coaching that maybe in the past felt like they couldn't afford it or that they didn't want to invest their money in that way in that time. And so when we drop the price on things, when we offer these flash sales, I get so excited because I love what I do. I love working with new people. But it's not what I'm relying on for my income. It's literally ooh, what would happen if it's that energy? And so then any money that comes in is a cash injection. It's a fun cash injection into the business that we can then invest in other ways. We can put in other places, but we're not relying on FAAFO energy to build the business. It creates a sense of calm. And then you get to be excited. A few months ago, I offered VIP days at the end of the month because the full moon was coming. And I had this moment where I was like, ooh, what if I fucked around and found out by doing a VIP day? What if I just launched a VIP day to 3 people? And because we came with that energy, that was a huge cash injection. We made $15,000 in an hour, but that was not what I was relying on for my business. So when I did it, it wasn't oh my gosh, if it doesn't happen, I'm going to freak out. It was let's see what happens. Let's fuck around and find out. Let's go for it and just see what we can do. And because it had that fun, playful, non-desperate energy, it sold out. And that is why this Black Friday sale is doing so well. That is why my 12 days of D does so well. That's why Q4 for me is the highest selling because I'm not really worried about it because I know that I have monthly recurring revenue coming in regardless. And so If you're trying to get away from that like 0 to 100 energy in your business, if you're trying to get away from like all gas or all brakes, then you need to look at the type of business model that you're creating, the type of product suite that you are creating within your business. Because if you're saying you want calm and peace and surrender, but then the way that you've set up your product suite is that you have to just be waiting for these high cash injections or these high pay and full clients, you're going to constantly feel like you're in fight or flight. And that's not going to get you into the frequency of abundance and wealth that you are literally made to be in. You're going to be going against your divine timing, your divine design, and it's not going to feel good in your body. So do you ever FAAFO in your business, or is that energy the only energy you lead with? Because you should be trying to stack your cash by building monthly recurring revenue. If that is something that you really want personal support on, again, I cannot stress this enough. This is the kind of support you receive in my mastermind. I have helped so many clients redefine what their product suite looks like based on what their life context is. And we have completely redesigned product suites. I have a private client inside of my lightning round Voxer coaching right now. We have completely reimagined what her product suite can look like. And she is no longer waiting around for these like high cash injections. And instead, she's creating more low ticket offers that can build monthly recurring revenue. And she's having a freaking blast. So know that there is a space you can come into where I can help you with these things. And you do not have to do it alone, nor should you, honestly, because like, why would you, right? Like, if it's not where your zone of genius is and you would rather just like have somebody there to help you press fast forward, why wouldn't you take that? But you really want to have a balance and a harmony between the MRR and the FAAFO energy in your business, because that's really what's going to create a sense of peace and calm. Okay. That being said, head on over to daniellemccleary.com/Black Friday, see what we have offering. If you have any questions, you can always come to my DMs, Danielle_on_the_daily on Instagram. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Take time for yourself. Be peaceful, be calm, get feedback into your soul with gratitude. And I love you. I'll be back next week with another episode. Bye.